So, as one progresses in this journey of semen retention, one expands in so many areas, not just physically, mentally, but also spiritually and psychologically, financially, artistically. In fact, one grows so much that one starts to feel the pain of losing the old self. The growth on this journey is constant, it never stops. Again and again, the cycles of renewal, rebirth, death begins. The old dies more and more, giving way to the new to come. I've been practicing letting go, letting go of all the suppressed emotions, feelings, past wounds and hurts that have accumulated, that had accumulated in my psyche. I've been sitting with myself a lot and letting the past hurt resurface, acknowledging it, feeling it, and then letting go of it with reverence. I know I'm not my emotions. I know who I really am. It's not the thoughts or the ideas or concepts. I am beyond all that. As I come in contact with my true self, all that is false, all that is redundant is surrendered, is let go of. See, in the sphere of spirituality, the word surrender has a deep connotation, a deep significance and meaning attached to it. In fact, it is considered to be the highest form of devotion to the Most High when one continuously surrenders all that is false. One gets closer and closer to Him. Let me introduce you guys to a new book that I've gotten into. It's Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender by David Hawkins. Excuse me. The book delves deep into this phenomena of surrender. In Hindi, we call it Samarpan. What does it mean to surrender oneself? Who are you really surrendering yourself to? Well, the practice of letting go starts when one becomes cognizant of the inner divinity that is present in oneself. And when one comes into contact with this inner divinity, the ego or the small self is found out for the first time in this life, found out to be an impostor, someone pretending to be something that one is not. That is the small self. And as one deepens into this contact with one's true self, or the larger self, or the divine, the all powerful, strong self, it becomes inevitable that the small self is let go of. In the end, what one is surrendering is really one's own ego. So, this ego is comprised of false ideas, attitudes, beliefs, emotions, thoughts, the mind basically. One let go of one's own mind and becomes peaceful, true. One becomes empty for the very first time. And this emptiness is full of joy, full of relief. It's like that feeling you get when you drop off something heavy from your shoulders onto the ground and you feel this like deep sense of relief. Now imagine feeling that relief all the time. That is what surrenders guarantees, and everlasting peace and relief follows. One enters into a new era, one becomes something great as one becomes connected to this inner greatness, it starts to project outward. Now, I've been following this practice with semen retention, and today marks the 90th day of not releasing, of accumulating that essence inside of me, of letting it build up, rising higher and higher, getting deeper and deeper, accompanied with meditation every day. I'm coming in contact with something so dense, so heavy, and powerful inside of me. When I meditate, I feel this flowing, all consuming strength inside of me, this heaviness. I guess this is what people call aura. As the accumulated seminal energy rises and starts to become effervescent, like a you see one of those things. It's present in a big park. It's in the middle of a park, a fountain. Yes, one becomes like a fountain, but rather than flowing that surge downward, the surge goes up and flows from one's head. One becomes bigger, and starts to occupy a large space rather than letting it flow outwardly from your penis. You let it accumulate in your head and then starts to exit your head and becomes like an orbit around you. It's very powerful. It's so strong. This calmness, this presence. I know it doesn't belong to me. It's something, it's almost supernatural, something bigger than me. And through this practice, I'm basically becoming more competent to hold this supernatural power inside of me. And by becoming more disciplined, I am making myself more worthy to hold this power. See, power corrupts, and it corrupts absolutely. And hence, it is important to become so disciplined that you no longer use this power for your own egoic benefits. You become so pure that you let this power govern you rather than you trying to manipulate this power. I'm never going to release. I'm never going to release. I'm going to let it build up more and more. Let it circulate, rejuvenate, refresh, restore, recycle. My life is going to be so adventurous. And I'm so grateful to be given this opportunity to hold this, to hold this power. Thank you.